If you're in the market for a late model Entegra motor coach, we have some deals for you today.
You will not find this quality of coach, this price, anywhere in the country. We want to make sure you're getting the best value, best price coach, best quality coach you can get.
We found some super clean late model Entegras like this Cornerstone behind us that I believe was stored indoors, or what's the story on this coach, sir?
Yeah, so this coach, 2019 Entegra Cornerstone, that the customer built a warehouse for this coach. And I can't wait till you see the condition of this unit.
What's the price and miles on this coach?
So this coach right here is a 2019 Entegra Cornerstone 45F with 58,000 miles. Now we just sold the other one we showed you in a couple of videos before, right under $320,000. We are going to sell this coach for $299,999, under $300,000 for this coach. You will not find this quality of coach, this price, anywhere in the country.
20,000 pound towing capacity, Cummins X15 with 605 horsepower.
Yes.
That's a bath and a half floor plan too, I believe.
Bath and a half floor plan, and let me tell you, this has got the right colors on the inside. Posing slides, this coach is mint.
Yeah, I look forward to showing the folks inside of this coach in a moment, but you have several other late model Entegras, and I want to give the folks out there as much information as possible. Would you mind just real quick, let's go over the list of the Entegras that you currently have available, and these coaches are changing every day, but what do you have today available right now? What's the prices, miles, and models?
Yeah, so we'll just run through and we'll show you this right here on the screen as well. I know we've got a couple of things we're going to do today. So we have a 19 Entegra Cornerstone, as you see behind me today. We just got that 18 Entegra Anthem and 44A that you see in the detail bay that just rolled in as we were coming. 32,000 miles, and we are going to sell that coach for $217,700. We have two Entegra Reattas, a 19 and 22. The 19 is a 37 MB with 56,000 miles. We're selling that for $125,500. We have a 22 Entegra Reatta, 37K with 17,000 miles for $177,700. We have a 19 Entegra Anthem 44A with 38,000 miles for $267,700. A 19 Entegra Aspire 44W with 33,000 miles, $225,000. We have a 22 Entegra Aspire coming in right now, 44R with 38,000 miles for $268,800. But guys, right now that we've listed a couple, I have more. We can only do so many Entegra in one video. If you're wanting an Entegra product or any Tiff and Newmar, we have stuff coming in right now. I just went off screen right now and I bought 5 more coaches in the last 10 minutes. If you're in the market for Entegra, Tiff and Newmar, give us a call.
And if you have a specific coach and specific needs in mind, you can always reach out to Jared's team, and they're buying over 100 coaches every month, so a lot of different opportunities that are coming and going. And I'm a big fan of Entegra coaches. I was actually talking to a consult client yesterday who was telling me he noticed that Goss RV, that does a lot of RV rentals, has a lot of late model Entegras, and that tells a story. They're so easy to use. They have all analog switches, just simple, user-friendly, and easy to maintain. And I think a lot of folks are looking for that more simple build rather than too complex of a coach. But you're still getting, Spartan K3 chassis here, the big high horsepower, a super cool interior.
And you still get the grand design colors, swirls, the waves, all the details in the paint, but the high finish colors.
Yes, and this has the big Girard awnings up top here. We'll pull those out in a second, but that's a high dollar option. So to touch this much coach under 300 grand is a great opportunity, especially the new Cornerstones are over $1 million bucks. But do you mind if we take a look through this coach and through a few other coaches here?
Let's go look at them.
This has a really nice feel. Definitely not that grandma's cabin feel like a lot of the coaches of this era.
No, like you said, you thought the outside was nice. Look at the inside. It is very, very meticulously kept. You can see with the colors, beautiful colors, very light.
Yeah, and I really like this floor plan with the recliners across from the TV on a televator, and a lot of times it's flipped, but usually your patio view side is going to be on the door side of the coach. So I like this positioning, having that sofa, and I know a lot of folks out there are looking for that theater seating setup, and these are super comfortable. They also do have seat belts too, so if you are bringing your children along and want them to be buckled in, you do have that. Nice cup holders. This will recline out, and then we've got a USB port here as well. Nice little storage here, super comfortable. But one other thing I want to point out here is that intricate tile work on the floor there, really impressive. And these are heated tile floors as well?
Heated tile floors. I thought for a second I was going to bring you some popcorn so you could watch that movie on the other side.
Oh man, I could take a nap if you didn't have so many deals to show us today. But yeah, we've got some other really cool coaches to show you. But we have a nice dinette here, again on the patio side where your view is typically going to be nice indirect lighting on the multi-level countertops here. And then this will actually extend out if you want to bring some extra dinette chairs. You have a little more table space there, and really nice size galley here too. I believe this has a dishwasher.
It does have a dishwasher, comes out right here. Yep. And look at the little details.
You know, indirect lighting below the cabinets, indirect lighting below the countertops. And then also you'll notice the cooktop cover matches the cabinets as well as the vent cover. So a lot of cost in that little stuff, but they're doing that in the Cornerstone. This is their flagship. You got a huge silverware drawer. And then even though we're under 300 grand, this is a bath and a half coach, does have central vac. This large touch panel here where we can control shades, lighting, fans, climate control, the heated floors. But I really like that we also have the analog switches as well. So like when you see here, we could put our shades up and down, our lighting controls, very user-friendly and easy to use. And then this is gonna have the Frigidaire residential refrigerator, then bath and a half coach, so nice size half bathroom. And again, even in the half bathroom, they're doing those little details like the indirect lighting glowing below the cabinets as well as the countertops. Again, the vent cover matches the cabinets, and a good size half bathroom here, good size medicine cabinet space. And we can section off the rear bedroom with these sliding manual pocket doors. I prefer this type of door over doors where you have to press a button. That's more stuff that can break. This is, you know, very simple analog setup, and they do a lot of cool stuff at Entegra, like this safe hidden behind the Samsung TV in this secret compartment. We also have some of our AV components housed back here. Then we've got a ceiling fan in the bedroom. I was told that this has a super expensive updated mattress and a very high-end headboard there with that button tough backing and woodwork, very intricate detail. You do have windows on both sides of the bed as well as outlets and USB ports. A nice mirror there in your bedroom. And then coming back into the rear of the coach, we've got this huge bathroom back here. This is one of the strong points of this coach. We've got the double bowl sinks that have a very high-end texture. This is the same style of sink we're gonna see in those $3 million motorhomes. And I like the way they brought the matte white cabinets to break up the gray finishes a little bit. Really modern feel in this coach. And then we have a walk-in closet back here. Again, a manual pocket door. And then there is a small step up above that big 605 horsepower Cummins. And then here in your walk-in closet, you've got your washer and dryer back here. Nice hanging along the back of the coach. Shoe cubbies, and then more cabinet space here, all finished out like what you would see in a multi-million-dollar home. And this coach is super clean. I'm not getting any smells. I have a very sensitive nose. Smells nice and clean in this coach. So let's go see what other deals Jared has for us. It's gonna be hard to beat that deal on that 19 Cornerstone, but here you've got the little brother to that coach, the 19 Anthem, one step below the Cornerstone, same year?
Yeah, so we got a couple little brothers around our place here, but this is the 19 Entegra Anthem 44A with 38,000 miles, and we are asking $267,700 for this coach.
Wow, $267,000. This is a lot of equipment for a late model diesel pusher.
Yes, right colors. I mean, this coach is priced to sell.
Spartan K2 chassis, Cummins 450, and this also has the big Girard awnings like we just saw on that Cornerstone. That's a super expensive option, and it's daytime right now, but it does have the underglow LED lighting as well. So when you put those big patio awnings out at night, it's gonna really light up your patio, but I'm looking forward to seeing inside here. This really feels very similar to that Cornerstone. Similar colors, similar floor plan with the theater seating across from the televator.
I took a phone call before we walked in this coach real quick. I walked back in, I thought we were back in the Cornerstone for a second. I had to look at my paper. So like I said, for what we're pricing this thing, guys, if you don't need the bigger horsepower with a 605 and you want to save $30,000 or $40,000, the Anthem is a great option for you.
Yeah, these are not race cars and still Spartan K2 chassis. Now this is still gonna have a lot of the stuff we see in the Cornerstone. It's still, power shades, heated tile floors, Spartan K2 chassis, that's gonna have the Spartan K3 chassis. the lower horsepower, and I think a few little fit and finish features, but this is still super loaded up.
Yeah, other than that, you still got the recliner chairs for your TV like you did in the Cornerstone. You still got the lighter floors, almost the exact same cabinets. I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful coach.
Now, this has more of the booth than the dinette, and I think I might prefer the booth personally. This Anthem too. I also like this pattern on the ceiling. It's got a kind of that diamond pattern, and I also really like this woven look on the backsplash there. And of course, it's got all of that indirect lighting like we showed off in that Cornerstone. It does have a dishwasher, the Whirlpool convection microwave, and it does have this touch panel as well, like we saw in the Cornerstone, but also the analog switches as well for your lighting, shades, the easy stuff. This does have the Whirlpool residential refrigerator, where that Cornerstone had a Frigidaire. I think that Frigidaire appliance might be a little more expensive. So there's little stuff like that that differentiates between the two, but it's cool to see these similar coaches. Now, this does not have that vent cover that matches the cabinets like we saw in the Cornerstone, so little touches like that. But I like seeing stuff like this. This is telling a story of the previous owner that was keeping heat out of this half bathroom. Sometimes when you see little stuff like that, it just really tells a story of an owner that's thinking and caring for their coach. These are used motorhomes. I want to be fully transparent about a little cosmetic issue I see right here. Just a little little nick in the wood there. I think a little wood putty may clean that up a little bit above the refrigerator. Then we've got that manual door coming in here into the rear suite, where we have this Samsung TV with the safe hidden behind it. Lots of nice dresser space, and we've got that ceiling fan going. Looks like a king size bed as well. And another cool headboard, a different style than what we saw in the Cornerstone. The Entegra design team was really firing on all cylinders in this year. We have a small step up into this large rear bathroom. Now, this is only gonna have one sink back here. We do have the washer and dryer in the corner, and then the closets along the back of the coach. A little different configuration in the rear bathroom than what we saw in that Cornerstone. But I like this inlay on the closet doors, plenty of space around your head, and then a nice radius shower with a teak seat and a beautiful tile inlay. But let's see what other deals Jared has for us. 1 year older, I can't believe the price you have on this 2018 Entegra Anthem. You said this just rolled in last night?
This just rolled in last night. As you can see, it's just not coming in the detail bay. And guys, you will not believe the price that we're gonna price this out. This is an 18 Entegra Anthem, 44A with only 32,000 miles. And Andrew, we are only gonna price this coach for $217,700 for an 18 Anthem.
It's 50 grand cheaper than the 19. Was there a big difference in between the 2 years, or why is it such a big difference?
It's just the book. We buy it off a book. Every dealer, whether you talk to me or any registered, buy it off a book value. And the book on the 18 is significantly different than the 19. So we bought this coach right and we're selling it right.
Great opportunity for someone. You mind if we take a quick look inside?
Let's go take a look at it.
Guys, this coach smells super clean. They are detailing it, so I might smell the cleaning supplies, but
yes,
it smells very clean. And I've got to compliment the condition on these captain's chairs. I love this color, kind of that chocolate color, in excellent condition. Similar floor plan to the other two we saw with the theater seating over here, and this is all excellent. 217?
Yes, 217,700. Now these are
31,000
32,000 miles.
Wow.
Yeah, the color's a little different. It's a little warmer color in here, almost more of a homey feel over here. But for 217,700, this coach will not last long.
This is definitely what I refer to as that more grandma's cabin, but this is a cool, what they did with the ceiling here with that backlit panel there. It's got a really cool design feel to it, and this must have been the popular floor plan of this era, huh?
Yeah, like I said, we kind of almost the same floor plan on a couple of these right here, and we just asked the detailed people to leave here. They've only been in about 5 minutes, so you're getting to see this coach in its raw form of how the customer kept this coach. And like you said, the customer that had this before kept this in meticulous shape.
Yeah, and I do see, you know, between 18 and 19, that last one was, it felt almost 50 grand nice. I mean, this is still super nice, but like the countertops in this one, I prefer that 19.
The carpet, the wood, you know, you get in a little, it almost feels like it's a 3-year difference in it between that 18 and 19 almost.
But I would say they're very similar condition. They're both super clean. I don't have any weird smells. And I do appreciate, that's one thing I want to compliment you on. You have no problem with us disclosing smells in coaches.
No.
A few weeks ago we were here and I walked into a coach and neither of you guys smelled anything, but I smelled it, and you're okay with us being transparent, so I appreciate
we want to
that.
be transparent. There's nothing we want to hide here at RV Select. We want to make sure you're getting the best value, best price coach, best quality coach you can get, because y'all guys are spending your hard-earned money on these coaches, and we want to make sure you're getting the best coach we possibly can for you.
Well, and I want to respect your guys' time, because the last thing we want you to do is to get fired up about a coach, and then you fly across country, come here, and it has a weird smoke smell or something in it. We're definitely not going to be withholding back on any of these coaches we're walking through.
Absolutely,
here, so.
yeah. These big dealers have 1,000+ units sometimes on a lot. We operate between 100 and 150, and we are very, very particular to what we buy. We cherry pick each one of these coaches. When we fly out, we inspect it. We fly out people a couple times a week. We get there, it is not up to our standards. We fly them back and eat the cost, because we are not going to buy a lemon of a coach. It is going to be top tier.
There was a coach recently, and I started to kind of pick at you about that coach, and you're like, nope, we don't even want to put this in front of your viewers. This one's going to auction. Just move on, next one. But you're buying these coaches from mostly individual private parties?
Yeah, so 90% of the units that we buy come from customers in the lower 48. They give us a call here. We can facilitate the transaction within 24 to 48 hours, and it's just a very simple process. We call them, we make them a cash offer, we fly someone out there, pick it up, whether you got a payoff, whatever the circumstance, we can make it happen very quickly. The other 10% is the dealers that only cap out at like $200,000. A lot of dealers don't want to come out of pocket, and that's when we come in, because we're not scared to throw money at these things and buy them.
Yeah, and I challenge you guys to ask your dealers, where did you buy this coach from? Did you buy it from an auction? Did you buy it from a wholesale? Because some of the dealers you guys may be seeing out on YouTube are buying their coaches from auction, or they're buying from someone like Jared.
And we like to interact with the customers buying the next coach. Like that Cornerstone, we're in process of talking to somebody, just in the very communication, we're showing the pictures of where this thing was stored at, kept in. And we want to be very transparent with y'all guys at the very beginning of showing you what the kind of condition, the raw form of it, to make sure that you are getting what we're telling you that we're getting.
Yeah, I mean, you had a one-owner, 3,000-mile Tiffin Allegro bus just show up. You're cherry-picking some super clean units, and then giving that to the viewers out there, and then the other stuff you kind of just shell off to the other dealers.
Exactly. So yeah, like with that Tiffin, the customers had it online for a couple months, got no action. They actually never even got to enjoy the coach with a 3,000. They got it delivered. They never got to use it. Health got them. They didn't want people coming to the house. That then they got to finance. And in big coaches, a lot of times you got to take a trade. So we just make it very simple. We wired the money, picked it up the next day, and you'll see it here in another video here shortly.
Yeah, and a lot of dealers out there won't do that. A lot of dealers are going to want to consign your trade and have you keep your money in the game. Not the deal here. None of these you own every one of these coaches.
Every one of these coaches we own. So when you go to the consignment route, it almost ends up being a showpiece on a lot of times, because the dealers are going to sell that they have their money in first. Whatever the number we pay you is what we're going to pay you for the coach. We are not scared to spend money.
Yes, sir. So if you do need to sell your coach quickly and you want to get top dollar cash offer, you can always reach out to Jared and his team at RV Select. But let's take a little more of a look through this quick coach. And I like that it's got the touch panels here, a little bit different design than the newer touch panels. It's cool to see the little different variations between the years, where in 19 they did a little update here, but we still have a nice size half bathroom. Again, nicely appointed with that indirect lighting glowing off of these heated high gloss tile floors. And this is something I like a little bit better on this 18 than the 19. I like this frosted glass inlay on this pocket door coming back into the rear suite. Then we've got, again, that safe hidden behind this TV like we saw in the other last two coaches. We've got some nice dresser space here, and then a small step up into the rear bathroom. This does not have that frosted inlay. A huge rear bathroom back here with the washer and dryer in the corner. We've got closets along the back of the coach. Again, they mixed it up a little bit with that more matte cream colored cabinets to break it up. It's insane to think that this coach is available. I think he said 217.7. 32,000 miles on it. They can also help you get financing. They do take in trades. And the way this is priced, if you're looking to get financing with less money out of pocket, or if you have a trade that you maybe have a little bit of negative equity, when they have these wholesale deals like that, sometimes they can get creative with the financing to get you out of that coach and into a new coach. And keep in mind, you need A-tier credit to be able to get financing on one of these luxury motorhomes. So I recommend getting in touch with their finance department, getting pre-approved before you waste your time or their time looking at coaches that the bank isn't going to approve you on. It's definitely worth it to, you know, get all of your financials straight before you start the RV shopping process. So let's go see what other deals Jared has here. Looks like they're getting this Aspire all polished up. We've got the slide rooms in right now, but we'll get the folks some video of this. What's the story on this Aspire?
So this is a 2019 Entegra Aspire 44W with only 33,000 miles, and we are only asking $225,500 for this coach.
$225,500 for a luxury diesel motorhome on a Spartan chassis. This has the Cummins 450. That's a lot of coach for the money, and you can still get financing on this?
Absolutely, and you'll be able to see pictures of this online, and we'll show you some pictures right now. My team's in there now getting it all ready to go for one of you followers. Don't miss this opportunity on this coach. Very nice unit.
Yeah, really hard to touch a coach with this low of miles, this much equipment at that price point, really hitting a sweet spot that's hard to compete with.
Yeah, especially for a bath and half Entegra product.
Yes, sir. So you've got a few of these Entegra Reattas around here. This is more of Entegra's entry-level diesel coach?
Yeah, like you said, this is gonna be someone that's trying to step into their first diesel here. We got two of them here. So we have a 2019 37 MB, 56,000 miles, and we're asking $125,550 on that. And then we have right here beside it, its older brother, the 22 37K. Now this only has 17,000 miles, and we're asking $177,700 on that.
Wow, two very affordable entry-level diesel motorhomes, late model, so you can still get the more favorable financing on it. Do you mind if we take a look inside?
Let's take a look. Like I said, to get an Entegra product in those late years, to be under 200 grand on both is great.
So this is a 2022. You said the money was
$177,700, and it only has 17,000 miles on it.
Wow, barely broken in. Now, as soon as I walked in, I got to be fully transparent, I had a little bit of that kind of old people smell to it, but it's not catching anymore. But right when I walked in, it smelled like old people to me. That's
I get it. That's why I said I felt like I was walking to my grandma's house when I walked in here.
Yeah, but still a nice look here, a nice, smaller, more compact. Still nice Entegra finishes in here, but a little more stripped down. So this is going to have not power shades, but you just manually put the shades up and down, which for me, that's less stuff that can break. I don't mind it. You still have a TV on a televator, this large window on your patio side, and then I believe that turns into sleeping there.
Yeah, sleeping sofa right here.
Yeah, and a nice fireplace there. I like what Entegra did with the backsplash. You've got the large galley off to the door side with the Whirlpool residential refrigerator. You've got the small touch panel here where we can control a lot of the lighting, climate control. I don't know if this has heated floors. I don't believe it has heated floors. You're gonna have to get more into that Aspire Anthem Cornerstone League to get the heated floors, but a really nice, good sized mid-bathroom here. And then coming back here into the rear suite, we've got this RV king size bed that does fold up. And then we've got nice closets along the back of the coach, as well as a washer and dryer. We've got this Samsung TV, and I like the way that this actually pops up right here. You've got a little secret compartment behind your TV. And then we've got more, could be closet space or adjustable shelving on both sides. Great opportunity on a low mile entry level coach. And then Jared, you also said that you have a 2019 next door, and what is the money on the other Reatta?
Yeah, so that's a 2019 37 MB. It's got 56,000 miles, but it's 50 grand less for $125,500.
Wow, $125,500. So lots of different options depending on what your price point is, what you're looking for. And there are photos of that coach online there. And again, RVSelectSales.com, you can see photos as quickly as these coaches are coming in. You guys are trying to get them uploaded.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't show all of them, but like Andrew said, visit our website. You'll see our personal cell phones of Mike and Lee right there. Shoot them a call, shoot them a text. We'd love to help you.
Now, I know you've also got a 22 Aspire coming in here in the near future, so definitely worth keeping an eye on RV Select social media accounts. I'm sure you guys will try to graph that as soon as it comes in.
I just went inside. My buyers are already working on a couple more Entegra products. We're real close to putting a couple more together, so if you're interested in Entegra product, reach out, because a lot of these times we're pre-selling these coaches.
Awesome. We're also going to do some videos on some wholesale deals on some of the Tiffins and Newmars in stock right now, so We'll leave those videos in the description below, but if someone wants to buy one of the coaches they saw today or get on your sales team's list for a specific coach, what's the best steps for them to take?
So if you're looking to buy a coach, just to make it easy, go to rvselectsales.com. Like I said, you'll see Mike or Lee's personal cell phone number on the top. Shoot them a call or text message. Let us know what you're interested in, or if one of the available coaches we have here you're interested in, get in contact. We'd love to have you. If you're looking to buy a coach, call us on our main direct line at rvselectinc.com, and that's 813-655-2877. You'll see that number right here. Call us. I have buyers inside ready to take your call. We can make you a cash offer or BDU within 24 to 48 hours.
Awesome. Well, Jared, really appreciate the opportunity, sir.
Yep. Stay tuned. We look forward to showing you some more Newmar and Tiffin products soon.
Awesome. Greatly appreciate all of you out there sharing, liking, and subscribing. We hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
You will not find this quality of coach, this price, anywhere in the country. We want to make sure you're getting the best value, best price coach, best quality coach you can get.